Okay. Ready, me next.
Can you hear me on my earbuds?
Okay, you're there. Okay, cool.
Okay, good.
All right,
Awesome.
okay. I'll relay you to the rest of the board, okay?
Do you need
Tell
to,
her good luck tomorrow.
Okay.
she's out of
Yeah.
town, is that the deal?
She's having a surgery tomorrow.
Okay, but there needs to be a motion made. for
Yeah, will
her
be.
to attend.
We
I'm
will.
I'm just talking to her now.
And you don't have to say why, because we don't
No.
want to violate him,
All right.
but that medical, business
It's-
Okay.
yeah.
are all legitimate reasons
Okay.
to have electronic.
Okay. All right, we're down to, yeah, we still got 2 minutes on my phone, so just hang in there, young one, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Jake's ready to go swimming.
All right, now it's 1 minute.
I mean, you can go if you want to go. It's gonna be an hour. I gotta get my paperwork out.
Okay, coming up.
I need a pen to leave.
The last minute takes so long. Okay, we do the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, let's call the meeting to order and do a roll call, please.
Trustee McMahon,
Don't say nothing.
Trustee Hirsch, President Bank,
Here.
Trustee AG. Here. Trustee Wolfart.
Here.
Trustee Cornell.
Here.
Tom Green.
Here,
Okay, we have a quorum. So the first thing I want to do is I have Melissa on the phone to attend the meeting. Can I have a motion to allow Melissa to attend and participate by phone?
I'll make a motion to let Melissa.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, you're in. Okay,
Thanks, guy.
here you go. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, you can vote now, Melissa. Okay, all right, can I have a motion to approve the minutes? These are the committee meeting of May 12th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, it passes. Next to the bills, I'll go over the bills. We have water testing for $350 and $970 and $970 and $17. We have sewer testing for $174, water testing for $100, sewer testing for $146 and $174. The testing contracts $4,800 and $4,800. The Illinois Rural Water Association membership dues are $418.40. Cordray for gravel, $1,000. Visconti Computers, $126. Exxon for our audit, $15,000. Casey's for gas, $294.34. KPH for our solar, $3943.85. Surf Internet, $162.42. ASAP Plumbing, $42.80. Bell Rock, $1083.39 and $520.09. That was the resurfacing of our parking lots. United Laboratories, operating supplies, $836.33. ComEd, $44.09. $2749.14, $919.33, $2150, $2720.97, and $189.10. Frontier, $1681.01. Ace Hardware, $38.99. Sickich, $22.99, and Barrick Switzer, $39.96. The total is $54,825.45, of which 26,373.35 will come out of the general fund, and 28,452.10 will come out of water and sewer. Any questions, comments, anything?
What was the 4280, what was the water service repair? Was that the one over on Booster?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll explain that, okay? This had to do with the Frontier, okay? And things were not exactly marked correctly, and it wasn't anybody's fault. There was stuff out there that wasn't on the map, okay? There was, from the water main, there was a service line that went to the old sewer plant where there used to be a fire hydrant, and that's the first thing they touched, and nobody even knew it was there. So, I mean, this is just gonna happen, okay? There's not much we can do about it, so if we went after it legally, it would cost us a hell of a lot more than that, so it just isn't worth the trouble, okay? All right. Any other questions? Can I have a motion to approve the bills?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills.
Can I have a second?
I'll second the bills.
Can I have a roll call?
Trustee Hirsch?
Aye.
President Bing?
Aye.
Trustee G?
Aye.
Trustee Wolford?
Aye.
Trustee Pennell?
Aye.
Trustee McMahon?
Okay, motion passes, thank you. Any public comments? Okay. Old business, no. New business, no. Okay, we have a resolution here for the resolution directing the village clerk to publish a zoning map. We're supposed to do this every year. What the difference is on this zoning map in particular is that the trailer park has been removed from the corporate limits of the village, which is what we need, okay? So, we'll pass this in 2 weeks, okay? Not a big deal, all right? Next is the application for an event on a private property. This is specifically for the vacant lot next to the post office on 4th and 173, but we can use it anywhere. The gentleman that owns this property wants to support the village. He wants us to be able to use the property, but he also wants to be relieved of liability and to ensure that his property isn't gonna suffer any damage when we use it. So every time we do something, we're gonna fill out one of these for him, okay? And that's all it is, okay? So we'll do this. I talked to Tom, there may be something that we need to do to tweak this just a little bit.
Small, but I talked to Crystal about it
Yeah,
already.
but nothing is gonna change the overall agreement, okay? All right, next, the building codes. Did you bring anything?
I didn't bring anything, no. I talked to Crystal about, we had the Belvedere code, and I'm gonna simplify it quite a bit by referencing the statewide code, which was passed in 2025, and the Belvedere code. They have to use one or the other. The statewide code actually says you can use any code within like 100 miles of your location. If you don't, we have to delete the old code. I think I can do it in like 2 pages.
Okay, are we gonna have this for the next meeting?
Yes.
Okay, all right, then I'll keep it on, so that's what's coming, okay?
It'll be an
Everybody
ordinance.
knows. So we're gonna upgrade to the 2021 building codes, okay, all right. Next is the playground. So this is gonna take me a little while, so let me explain what the situation is, okay? I wanna tell you what all the rules are, okay? When you're gonna spend over $25,000 on something, and you wanna just do it with a simple majority of the board, you have to send it out for bid and get 3 bids and then blah, blah, blah.
Well, you get
If you-
whoever submits.
Yeah, if you wanna bypass that, then you need what's called the supermajority of the trustees, okay? So, I called Ryan Wood to ask him if he could assist me in putting together some sort of a bid package for the playground equipment, and he said that's a little bit of a problem, because playground equipment is a specialized item, and that most playground manufacturers have their own 2 or 3 certified installers that they use. So it's really not conducive to the normal, everyday bid process, okay? He gave me 2 websites, and one of them is called Sourcewell. And I gave you a little bit of information about that, but let me explain it a little further. Sourcewell is an organization that was formed, it was created by the legislature in the state of Minnesota to assist all their municipalities and other government facilities in easing the burden on doing all the bid work. And they have what they call a competitive contract system, okay? And they've let everybody in the United States in on this, okay? So this is what he gave me. And what you do is you type in Illinois, and then you type in what kind of contractor you want. So I typed in playground equipment, all right? And it'll give me all the playground people that are licensed to do business in the state of Illinois, okay? There's one other thing that's going on in the state of Illinois right now that wasn't the last time we talked, and that's the unemployment rate, okay? The unemployment rate in Illinois is now 5.1%, and we have a law in the state of Illinois that requires when the unemployment rate goes up to 5% or higher, that we are required to use 90% Illinois-based companies to do whatever work we're gonna do. So the company I was talking to in California is not gonna be the one that we're gonna use, okay? So anyways, I went on there, and when I went on there, there were companies for strength and fitness, there were companies on there for outdoor sports equipment, and there were like 3 or 4 of them that were on there for playground equipment. So I went on there and I looked at their products, and this is the kind of stuff I came up with. So the first thing you have here is a list. I've got 2 pages. One says engineered wood fiber, and the other one says poured in place, okay? These are the different kind of bases that are used at a playground, okay? You can also get rubber mulch, but according to our engineers, we not want to do that because right now it's being studied to determine whether it's giving off VOCs that is carcinogenic, and we really don't want to do that. Engineered wood fiber is more like a mulch, okay? And I really don't want to do that because, first of all, it's high maintenance because you got to replace it all the time. If you've got mulch around your house, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It gets in the grass, it gets on kids' clothes. It's, you know, it's not the nicest, especially when it's wet. And the other one is called PIP, and it's a poured-in-place rubber base, all right? And this is recommended for, this is the ace of playground equipment bases, okay? It's very, very, very low maintenance. It comes with like a 15-year warranty. It comes in, you can get it in a color, okay? It's gotta be 50% black, but the rest of it can be any color you want. So, there's designs for it, etc., okay? So, that's what I did. So, this is how I did this. You got some more information here about Sourcewell, but said it's a service cooperative created by the Minnesota legislature as a unit of government, and it's governed by local elected municipal officials and school board members, etc. But like I said, anybody in our position can go in and access it and do this. So that's where I got these guys from. So, Play Illinois is a local organization, and the first time they quoted me on some of this stuff, they quoted me with the engineered wood fiber. So if you look at the cheaper one, the very first one, you got a quote for $56,000 and a quote for $97,000. The $56,000 is for the engineered wood fiber, and I asked them to re-quote these with the poured in place, and that is $97,000. We got a budget of $130,000, and the last page is the equipment. Okay, it's pretty nice stuff. Okay. And it'll last us a long, long time. It comes in a variety of colors, etc. Okay? The next one is from the same company, okay? And Play Illinois is not the manufacturer. When you go in and click on these companies, like I went on one called Burke, all right, which is a manufacturer, it sends you to a website of a middleman who represents 5 or 6 different companies, all right? And then you pick what you want and you get it quoted from that. That's how this works. So this is all with, this one is with, again, with the PIP. The first page is $87,000. The second page is with the wood fiber for $48,000. And the third page shows you what it looks like, okay? Which is a pretty nice looking unit. The next page shows you the type of border that they're gonna put around it, all right? So that it will be held in, etc. And the very last page is their colors. All the colors that we can get this in, okay? And that's for either one of those models, okay? The next one, and I have 3 of them from this company, okay? 2 of them are in budget and 1 is not, and I will explain it, okay? The first one has a quote of $93,000. Again, This is all installed, all the grading, all the drainage, the PMP, all the equipment's in. It's a turnkey operation. It's $93,000, and you can see what the equipment looks like. Okay, it's pretty nice stuff. And then the next one is, I think, a little bit more. It's called Ruby Canyon. It's a very nice looking unit. This unit is installed $97,000, and you can see what it looks like. Okay, I kind of like the other one a little bit better, not because it's cheaper, but I just think it's more interesting looking. All right, and the last one. Now, this one is on sale till August 7th, okay? So this quote is good till August 7th, but it's for $124,000. But if you look at the equipment, all right, the first page tells you that you're gonna get the basic piece of equipment, but they're gonna throw in a free swing set and what they call a whirl and twirl. So you're gonna get something a little bit extra. And then the next page is actually the apparatus that you're paying for, and then you get the other stuff for free. And then there's some overhead views, etc. All of this equipment, every one of them, doesn't matter which one it is, will all fit inside the 40 by 70 area that we designated, okay? And the next thing, the last page I have here, I have deck contractors came out to give me a quote on fencing, all right? And the option B, which we can use, is $10,860 for the fence installed with a gate. It's gonna be a double gate, so we can get a lawnmower in there, all right? I have Rockford Fence coming out on Thursday to give me another quote, but I can't see where, it's only gonna be $100 or so difference between the two quotes. So all of this equipment, except for the last one, the one that's on sale, would be well within budget. Okay, and then we can add to it next year when we have more money, if everybody wants to. But this is the way this works. Now, talking to Ryan, if we wanted to go and put all this out for a actual formal bid process, he gave Tom the name of a company, Architecture, and they will handle the bid process, but not for free. Okay, it's probably gonna cost us another $10,000 for them to do that, all right? And bear in mind, it's some of these quotes, especially from Clay, Illinois, the prices are only good till June 30th, and there's no way that guy was gonna go back and do all of this in 2 weeks for us. So I would rather that we take a look. What I intended to do here was take some of the mid-range, the $90,000 quotes, and put them side by side and let you guys decide which one that we would want to install. I got the one from Clay, Illinois is 97, and I got the one here from Play Design, which is 97, and then there's another one here from Play Design that's 93. I would like to consider one of the three of those, all right? And then adding the $10,000 for the fence, all three of these would be well within budget, and I think it would be a real good start for us to get this done. So does anybody have any comments or questions or anything?
I don't think the one for 124 should even be considered.
Okay, that's fine.
Once you put the fence
Okay.
in there, you're talking almost 140.
I just put it out there for conversation, all right?
But why not though? We're getting all that extra equipment on top of what we're already ordering.
Because we didn't approve it for that much.
But we could always go back and reapprove stuff.
No?
Bear in mind, the longer we do this, the more changes we have to make to the process, other prices gonna go up, so I would,
Right, this only has until August and.
well, the other ones only had till the end of June,
Right,
so,
to add more stuff is gonna cost more money and more time, so if we actually did do the bigger one, we'd be getting a whole lot more.
But I still think 130,000 is a ridiculous amount to spend on a
It's
playground
a
to begin with.
ridiculous amount of money, but for a ridiculous amount of things that we're getting for free.
I still don't think it needs to be an option.
okay. Who's in favor of deleting the 124,000 quote?
Me.
Okay, anybody else?
I like the look of it. I wasn't sure about the climbing wall part, but
You weren't sure about the what?
the climbing wall, I mean,
Oh,
how does that I mean, I don't know how safe are those, or,
Well, they're safe, they're meant for kids 5 to 12 years old, that's the
Oh,
age,
okay.
that's the age for this, okay? This is school-age playgrounds,
yeah,
okay?
okay.
So they're safe, okay?
And this is the one that would include also a swing set, you said?
And what they call a whirly whirl or whatever,
Yeah,
yeah.
those spinner
That's
things.
less we gotta buy later.
Well, do we have the money available if we decided to go with this?
Well, it's only another $5,000. In for a penny, in for a pound, I guess.
And you
okay?
said this is until the end of August?
Yeah, this one is good till August 7th, but the rest of these are only good till June 30th.
And then how much do they go up?
I don't know.
It's not another $5,000, you're looking at almost another $10,000 with the fencing.
No, 124 and 10 is
We already knew what
135,
was gonna happen with
134.
the fencing. That's irrelevant.
124 and 10 is 134.
Okay. But still, we approved a certain amount, I think we need to stick under that certain
But
amount.
we have the money to spend now.
As of right now,
We may
you
not
only
have
have
the money
approved
to
the
spend
130.
later, and we're
There's
gonna
nothing
get
before this.
really nice,
Alright.
decent equipment.
But still say
You
no.
can
It's a
always
whole lot
add.
less now than it will later. It's called inflation.
You only got 130 approved right now, and you can always add next year.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, okay? I mean, we did approve a budget, so, but I brought this because, you know, it was on sale and I thought you guys should have a chance to look at it, okay? So, anybody, I mean, does anybody else agree that we should not do the 124?
I'm not sure. I need to think about it, but
All right, well,
otherwise the.
what I would like to do is I would like to get one of these approved in 2 weeks, okay?
Mhm.
So we can get this, it's a 10 to 14 week lead time on this stuff. So if we approve it in 2 weeks, it's still gonna take till like sometime in the end of August, early September before it's installed. So the sooner the better, okay? And my recommendation personally is, I got 2 of them here that are in the 90s, or 3 of them that are, yeah, 2 of them that are in the 90s.
93.
With the fence that's just over 100, okay? And I think that those would be the ones that we should consider. Say that again?
Do they have swing sets?
No,
See?
but they've got a lot of stuff going on for them, okay?
I'm
So,
just saying.
I don't wanna turn this into a long, elongated
No, I'm not
process.
saying that we want it to drag out either.
Okay.
I'm just saying, look at all the options of the longevity of the park and the money that we have to put into it long-term as well.
Okay,
Swing set, how much is it?
I mean, my preference is the one that's like $93,000. And, I talked to the lady, actually, there's a town in Wisconsin that is buying this for their town, and they're half the size, yeah, they're half the size we are, so, I just think that would be the one I would choose, okay?
Well, if you like that one.
That's Keystone Crossing, it's got 3 slides, it's got all kinds of stuff on it, and we can add to it later on, okay?
We can add the swing set to it later on and hopefully we get a decent price.
Well, you know, like you said, everything goes up, so no matter what, all right? But at least if we got this started, we have an impetus to move on, to move forward, okay?
Maybe we'll get lucky.
Okay, all right. That's all I got. Does anybody have anything else?
Just a reminder, the garage sale dates are July 10th through the 12th, and we are having a school supply drive that goes through August 7th. You can drop off supplies here at Village Hall.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, thank you. Thanks, Melissa, and we all wish you good luck tomorrow.
Awesome sauce, guys.
Okay,
Thank
yep.
you.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
All right,
Might as well
bye-bye.
add a pool while we're at it since we're spending so much.